Here it is. Rezero's back, and I gotta say, it's nice that we have traversed through these months. Rezero drought was here, but now it is back. We can quench our thirst with a nice and lovely episode. I will have to say, I did not expect this to start back off with fan service, but you know what? Fan service found me. And you know what? I'm a man of class and culture. I'm not above fan service. And you know what? Hey, you already was a good show that has gotten my attention. You don't have to get it even more, but I will still enjoy while I still can. In the meantime, otherwise, the rest of the episode was actually amazing. If you guys haven't checked out any of my reactions on Patreon, this one was definitely one that I was like, oh my lord, so much was happening and so many different battles and so many different fights. We are here in the counterattack, the second part of this season. I gotta say, I am looking forward to the rest of this season with the fact that the first half was all setting up what was happening, them coming to the city and all this. And now they're no longer on the back pedal. Now they're like, all right, here's the battles. Here's what's going to be going down. Let us kill these members of the Archbishop. But let us first start things off. How OP is Reinhardt? I mean, I was definitely the same way with Subaru in the background here when he was laughing so hard when Reinhardt explains, like, yeah, this dragon sword, the sword that I have, yeah, it's ultra powerful, it's great, but yeah, I can't draw it unless I have a worthy foe, and I'm so sorry, it doesn't deem you as worthy. And Subaru, I'm already laughing. Subaru's in the background, like laughing. Like, I'm glad that, you know, he's so relatable because Subaru's just can take the hint that is applied here. And of course, Greed's like getting even more angry. But I mean, I would do the same thing. Like, dang, he just called you out and said you were nothing. Oh, I wouldn't take that. But of course, Greed is like, I'm going to kill my wives if you come any closer. And it's like, man, whatever, dude, whatever. I hate that trope. How, you know, the enemies, they see that they're being overwhelmed. So they're like, hey, you know what? I have hostages now. It's like, man, we already know you're evil, okay? You don't have to like throw it upon us even more so. We already get it. Okay, we get it. Greed was trying to say, like, how is Amelia like you? I can understand Reinhardt, but how does she like you? And Subaru's like, look, I can't classify myself to him because we all know how good he is. I mean, I wouldn't classify myself to Reinhardt, but Reinhardt keeps bringing out these tricks of the trade. Like when Subaru was like, dang, you're just superhuman. You're just coming out all these different things. Telepathy. Oh, I can use telepathy if there's somebody around that I can see them. Oh, sure. I believe it was the first part of this season when we learned that Reinhardt can create skills out of nothing if he just needs it. Like, he might have just created it. I don't know. Reinhardt is definitely OP done right because even in the beginning of the season when Reinhardt messed up in one of Subaru's deaths where he was after the Wrath Archbishop and she's like, oh yes, kill me. And he just does a swing and chops her in half, but then it ends up chopping everyone around there, even Subaru in half. Like you can see how he can outmuscle whomever and kill whomever, it's no problem. Just because he's powerful doesn't mean he can't wield it right. It just comes to mind like, you know, Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility. Yeah, he's very powerful, he's very strong, and you know, he tries to do the right thing. It's just crazy how we saw a weakness out of him with this whole family dynamic that was going on. I was like, dang, this dude is OP as all get out, but what hangs him up is his issues with his father and grandfather. I guess we all have problems, right? And you know what? Hey, more power to him. And speaking of his grandfather, the fact that his grandfather, one, knew that, you know, he was going to be fighting his wife, and then we can actually see what she looks like, yep, that's her. So I'm actually looking forward to more of this battle between the two of them. Like, is it going to be more mental? Garfield over there with the guy with all the arms, Man, the strike that he had gotten when he was like, Garfield's coming with a screw attack, and I was like, okay, let's go. And then gets punched in the chest in the middle of the screw attack. I'm like, dang. Oh, wow, that looked like it hurt. And of course, then Garfield gets his trauma. I'm like, dude, could you stop? I mean, I can understand the whole trauma stuff, but we'll deal with this a different way, because you already have some issues in this fight alone. You don't need to die because you were having past traumas. A lot of different fights, a lot of different battles that I actually think was pretty cool. The biggest things that I saw that we probably could touch on, probably as it develops further, is definitely the two things of Priscilla when she talked about Al, like how she doesn't trust him. And then also the fact lust, that wasn't really lust. Now, I can't believe that Lust actually tricked everyone by disguising herself as a hostage, if you will. And then all of a sudden, you know, she's in the enemy camp and over there where Crush is at trying to recover. It's Ferris, who apparently, I know Ferris is strong, but is Ferris going to have the battle right there in the room? That's kind of close quarters, and Lust is already crazy. I for sure was wondering why in the world was Lust just hiding out there? Not necessarily hiding out, but in the middle of the fight, so like everyone else is fighting on the ground, Lust is just sitting there like she's sleeping. I'm like, that's a little weird, you know? But come to find out, it's a cover story. She's not really there. She's hidden back at home base. So, man, it's going to be pretty crazy as far as these next episodes, but I will have to say, very, very good. The things that I am definitely going to be looking out for is Al. Where is he in this whole aspect? Where is he at? Like, why is he so sus? I don't understand why is he so sus, because he goes off at weird intervals, and it's just, and even though he is Priscilla's knight, she had a scornful look whenever his name was brought up. It's like, wait a minute, he's your knight. Why do you not trust him? Like, what is going on here? So I don't know, but he is always so sus. Even in the beginning of beginning of the season, when he was answering the call from Amelia, I was like, why did he answer that? And then it's like, okay, one of our theories was the fact that he just so happened to found it, and that did happen. But why? Where is he now? Like, what is going on? Either Al is going to be the huge hero, or he's going to be like, I wouldn't say betray, but maybe not do things in the right way that we would want him to. I don't know. All I know is that the way it's going is it could be up in the air. There's a lot of stuff that's happening, and I'm looking forward to the future episodes of this. But if you guys definitely want to stick around, make sure you like the video. Make sure you guys are subscribed. If you haven't already, make sure to hit the bell icon, so then that way you're know when more videos are coming out, because the weekend's coming up, and there's a lot more videos that we'll be discussing here shortly. Meantime, be safe, take care, and Lord willing, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.